Hey guys, and welcome back to another War with the Interceptors. So today this is Season 20, War 10, and D69 is going to be taking on Mercenarios, or BRJP. They are constantly a Masters Alliance, so we knew this would be a hard war, but it was definitely not out of our reach. We had a possibility to win this war. So Section 1, we're going Path 3. We're going to take this Sentinel, and then we're going to take Hyperion, Guillotine, Punisher, Doom, and then we're going to go left and take Longshot, Sim Supreme, and the boss. So pretty crazy war today. We have a lot of fights. We have 10 fights. And we're actually going to bring in a team that, looking at it, you wouldn't think that they could take all of these fights, but they can. One of the fights is going to be really weird, and I'm not going to make a mistake, but I'm going to get hit. You'll see how. But we're bringing the team of Quake, Magic, and Medusa. So on those of those three, can you name someone that can take a thing boss? Well, you'll see it. So on the first node, we have Silver Surfer. This is simply a diversity placement. This alliance placed a really, really weak lanes 1, 3, and 4, which made it so much easier for me while I was planning. It just was not a problem whatsoever. So now we're going on to the next clip. These ones refused to edit. There's one later on that refused to even get cut. So we're gonna have to skip through part of a 13-minute video to find 3 fights in that video. So that's gonna be fun. But we are using very light boosts. I do have 3 fights to take in this boosting session, even though they didn't place someone on my second node, which I kind of wish they had, because then I would have had 11 fights this war. But whatever. But yeah, we're using very light boosts. This is Mystic Ward. Don't really want to nullify in this, I'm just going to spam SP2. I'm not using suicides right now, but I will turn on suicides later in the war. So very simple fight, and especially versus Silver Surfer, I think that his value as sort of like a surprise defender, people don't know how to fight him too well. I think that kind of got completely erased by him being in the Summoner Showdown. So no one should ever die to a Silver Surfer on any node anymore. So we're just bearing the first hit of his L1 and then dexing the rest, because that's a very safe strat. But we're just going for a bunch of light intercepts just to be super safe. And then every time we have Limbo, we parry intentionally, even if we have an opportunity to intercept. Because when you parry with Magic and you have Limbo up, you actually gain health. So, yeah, right there I got hit. We healed right back up to 100 because it was just a perfectly timed. Yeah, I just got hit in the perfect time. And I think that actually happens one more time this war, where I recover like 40% of my health because I happen to have it up. But now we're going to go for intercepts more and then finish this off with a nice L2. No crits. Wow, okay, so I guess we're going to finish off with an L1. Yeah, before we could even get there. Very clean fight. Literally could not have played that better. I could have not gotten hit, but that mistake in my mind is completely erased due to... Yeah. Now we're going for this Human Torch on Strike Counter Fury with Power Focus 1 as the link, and we are going to Quake it, so I am going to make one mistake in this fight, and I'm going to get hit, but then I have 2 more Quake fights later in the war that go much better. So you will see that, including a rank 3 6-star long shot. So yeah, get hit by the last hit of the heavy. What I tried to do is I tried to do evading the first part, like the first half of his heavy with my heavy by holding, and then I tried to activate evade again on the second one rather than dex, just to get like one more charge on him while it charges. I was too slow. I could have very easily done it if I tried to dex it. However, I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. So yeah, that's the last hit we're going to take, and then we're just going to absolutely destroy this Human Torch. Obviously, this fight would have been like half as long with suicides, but I'm not too broken up about finishing a fight with 76%. So we did one parry there. That was a complete accident. And here we're just going to use a heavy. And I could have gone in there with a combo and killed, but I'd much rather just be safe, wait out the next cycle. There you go. Simple as that. So that fight goes down, and now we have a rank 3 6-star Sentinel on Power Snack. So this is a fight that multiple champions can do. Warlock, Ghost, Quake, Medusa, Magic, Corvus. Like, the list goes on and on of champions that can take this fight. Medusa's by far the safest. Also Magneto can do it, but his prowess feed the power snack a lot. But Medusa, extremely safe option. So you will notice that this Sentinel actually decides not to throw his L1 right away, which I don't have a problem with because I have 3 Furies at the time, and we're just hitting into him. I think we're actually going to throw off an L2 here. No, he has backup recovery. He gains health, so I'm probably going to want to go for my L3 right here. Bait out that L1, so now he won't have a single bar of power for the rest of the fight. Except for when it's bugged like that. So I don't really know what happened there, but you'll notice he was armor shattered, and then there was a little bit where he was just randomly gaining power. That was not backup recovery because we did backup recovery forcing regen, and right there again, the L3 gave him power. It got him up to a 1 bar power. It's not going to matter because I'm not going to take a hit this fight, and this L1 is going to kill him, but I'm pretty sure that's a bug because robots cannot gain power. And there's nothing for the accuracy reduction here or anything like that. So on the next one, we're taking this Hyperion on Encroaching Stun. So Magic is the #2 best option in the game for Hyperion on this node. The only one that's better is Claire, and I was not able to send a Claire to the right side. Originally, I had one planned, and then stuff got messed up with time zones, and I had to switch him. So I'm going to take this with Magic. I already had Magic on my team for my next section. No, I don't use her in section 2 other than... Oh yeah, I have one more fight with her in section 2, sorry. So with Magic, of course, you know we run half suicides. The name of the game is just to get to your L2. This fight is already over. He just needs to throw 1 special 2, and we're easily getting there. So the reason that I'm confident against Encroaching Stun with Magic is because Magic Special 2 drains 1 bar of power and gives it to yourself. And Power Reserve, when you throw an L2, only uses 1 bar of power. So if the opponent has a bar of power, 1 L2 without Power Boost is going to give you an entire Special 2 back with Magic. So, very straightforward fight. And that's it. So now we're going to take Path 7, and this is going to be Guillotine 2099 on Spite and Powerful from Afar, and I'm going to be using Medusa for this. You could also do this with Quake. You could also do this with Magic. I basically have like the 3 counters to this node on my team. However, we are going to use Medusa, and that's only because it is her last fight of the war, and the other 2 champions have 2 fights each left. So, this is, I have learned from this fight right here that it is actually a good idea to use an SP1 boost. So I wasn't thinking it would be necessary. Turns out I was not able to power lock before she reached an SP3. So she's actually going to wait a bit and then throw her SP3, and I knew this was absolutely going to, it's not going to kill me. Like, it might put me at like 30% health at the least, but there is 0 chance this was killing me. Class advantage, I'm half her PI. It's just not possible that that kills me. So yeah, we're left at 24%. More than enough. 1 combo, that was a 30k combo with Medusa, and then 1 more combo, and that's just easy. Bad placement right there. I can see why to force a Medusa to use a special 1 boost, or I could just do it without a special 1 boost. And then we're going to take this Punisher 2099. So Magic is the best option for this Punisher 2099. if you're using a special 1 boost. However, I only had 1 left, and I wanted to save it for the last 2 wars. I think I only had 2 left, actually. But I did want to save them because at this point in the war, I already knew the war was over, so I just decided to use Quake instead. And you're going to see this is a very clean Quake fight. This is just a rank 2 6-star Punisher. And Punisher is actually not a defensive champion, so he does not benefit from the Stubborn Global, which means that we can just full Quake him in the corner with Dexes. And this is just going to be over pretty fast. I believe it's 5 cycles, which is a very nice Quake fight. That's about 55 seconds. So, there we go. That's 3 down, and we just need 2 more. He's at 1/3 health. And Quake is going to have 1 more fight, and it's my hardest Quake fight. But I don't think I actually heal her up. I could be wrong. I don't think I do. But yeah, there's that last one, and then we have 1 more cycle going on, and a very nice Quake fight. So that fight can be a problem if you don't bring a great counter for it, because there's kinetic transference on that node, but we got it down. And now this is where everything kind of gets messed up. So this clip is not working, so I am going to have to scroll through this entire clip, because I recorded this all because I was expecting the guy to go into the fight. And he went into the fight. He did not use a special 1 start boost, and the reason he didn't use one is because it ran out. So he was taking a Dragon Man on the 2nd node of Path 9, and it actually took him more than 2.5 minutes or so. So when he went in, his boost was just expiring as he was loading into the fight. Luckily, very, very easy fight with magic. You took a little bit of a heavy there because he decided to throw it right as I got a buff nullified. But we're taking the blocked hits when we're supposed to. This is just good magic play. And there we go. We're going to throw another L2, power lock him, get us to a bar of power for Limbo. And I decided not to go with 3 out of 5 Limber. Recoil. I almost always do, but I was worried about the SP1 with Medusa there. That's the only time that it would have hurt me to have 3 out of 3 recoil. But doesn't matter. 55 hits, very nice fight. And now I'm going to blame this guy for not moving up. So I wasted an SP1 boost, and we're just going to skip ahead because right here he moves up, and we're going to go right into this long shot fight. So this is a rank 3 6-star long shot on Power Focus 1, Unblockable Special 1, and Hurt Locker. This is just screaming for a Quake. We had 2 Quakes going in this war, myself and Rabbit. Rabbit's the better Quaker, but I think I'm good enough. And Rabbit ended up taking right side that I couldn't take because he wasn't using Quake for it. It was a champ that only he was bringing, and it was a necessary champ to take that fight. So I have to Quake this, but I think it's going to go pretty well. So now we are almost a minute into the fight, and I'm playing pretty good deck style. I'm occasionally getting the whatever those buffs and debuffs on Longshot are. I have no clue what they're called, but yeah, Longshot has very simple animations to Quake, so it's really not hard. And when I'm this boosted, this fight's going to take about 1 minute 40 seconds probably, and then we're going to be through. So yeah, not bad. We're at 76%. I don't think I healed up, so that means I only lost 8% from suicides, which is really nice actually. But this fight looks like it's coming to a close. Looks like it should be 2 more cycles. So this one and 1 more. Yep, it's going to be 1 more cycle, and then I believe he's just going to drop. So very nice quaking this war. I did take that 1 hit against Human Torch, but I'm not too concerned because we soloed a rank 3 6-star long shot. So we'll go into this next fight, and this is what I call a horrible judgment on my part. So I looked at this node. I read that the the passive power gain on this node, this does not apply to me hitting him like the old left side mini boss in the last map. But improved power gain improves all power gain from power gain effects. And Sim Supreme's natural power gain is a power gain effect. So I thought he would shoot up to an L3 before I could get to my L2. So I used a special 1 boost. You'll notice a ton of lag at the beginning of the fight, delayed at about 3 seconds. But look at how damn slow that power is. He wouldn't have even gotten to 1.5 bars of power before I got my L2. That was a waste of a special 1 boost, but luckily, as of right now, the season is over and I have time to get my boost back. But this is just a fight that is screaming for a magic. Very easy fight. Really not a good placement here. Ghost could take this fight. Many champions could take this fight. Torch could very easily take this fight. He could kill before Sim even got to an L2. But we're just looking to power lock one more time, and then I believe he should just drop. Our damage did get lowered a little bit by the protection shielding, but right now protection shielding is down, and it's not going to come back until he's dead. So there we go, and that L2 crits for 20k. First hit didn't crit, and I think it was 4k. So 72-0, very clean. That is not the end of my war, though. So we had a guy go in with Void and take this thing boss. But the thing is, he died. So who gets first backup? I do. Actually, I got third backup. That's my bad. Someone got first backup. Yeah, and then my leader went in with Emma and died, and then Sky went in with Warlock and died. So we've died 3 times this node. I'm the 4th person going in. There we go. So we were going to use Quake, but the global on the boss is True Strike. So how do you Quake Thing Boss on True Strike? This is how you do it. You don't hold heavy. You just spam your hits. So we are gonna get the stubborn on ourselves, but luckily we have timed it up really nicely with a combo of 15 for his rock stacks, and I'm gonna throw off an L2 here, I believe, and it's gonna kill him. No, okay, but I didn't trigger Dex there, and then this combo kills. Oh, an SP3 for the kill. Really fancy. You don't see offensive Quakes using special 3s really often. But yeah, there we go. And that is how you take a thing boss with Quake. Quake hits hard enough on a regular attacks that I think she genuinely could solo a 565 thing boss. But I think it just would be a little sketch. So I might not do that if I were... So yeah, we had some connection issues here. I was scared it wasn't going to load properly, and then it did load. But that's going to be the end of the war. Very nice war for me. Unfortunately, my alliance did not pull through. We died 40 times. That 2 deaths were extra, and I got 2nd MVP. I got 10 attacker kills. 0 defender kills, which was a little weird because I placed a rank 3 6-star guillotine, and like Invisible Woman, Venom, Old Man Logan, and Mojo. But yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, we're taking the L here, but it was a really nice war for me, and that signals 2 wars in a row with no deaths, so I'm happy. So that is going to make us 6-4 on the season. If we win our last 2 wars, technically, we have a shot at Masters if an alliance gets docked or if one of our opponents leaves up a bunch of nodes. But at this point, it is very, very unlikely. We also have 7 deaths on the season, which our average has been getting a lot better since the end of War 8. And then my PSR is 58 out of 65, which is now 89%. Only 6% away from my goal. Realistically, I think the max I could get it to is like 93 maximum. But yeah, that's going to be it. I know this was a little bit of a longer one, but I did have 10 fights. So that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.